Perkenalkan, nama saya Elsa Ernawati Nainggolan SPD MPD. Saya merupakan dosen S1 Program Studi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris di Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Maritim Raja Ali Haji. Saya bergabung di Umrah sejak tahun 2019 dan merupakan lulusan S1 Universitas Negeri Medan dan S2 Universitas Negeri Jakarta pada jurusan Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris. Pada kesempatan kali ini, saya akan menyampaikan PDD UKT PT saya bidang pengajaran pada mata kuliah Extensive Listening. Mata kuliah Extensive Listening merupakan mata kuliah wajib bidang language skill untuk mahasiswa semester kedua di program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Setelah mengikuti mata kuliah ini, mahasiswa diharapkan memperoleh pemahaman menyeluruh dari audio yang diperdengarkan yang berfokus pada makna bukan tata bahasa, dan mahasiswa dapat secara mandiri menggunakan keterampilannya dengan mendengarkan berbagai jenis audio otentik secara berkala dari berbagai topik dan jenis teks. Metode pembelajaran pada mata kuliah Extensive Listening ini berpusat pada peserta didik atau student center, di mana kegiatan pembelajaran dapat melalui diskusi atau brainstorming dan problem based learning atau CAS method agar mahasiswa dapat mengembangkan keterampilan berpikir kritis dan analitis untuk mencari solusi dari kasus-kasus nyata kehidupan sehari-hari. Sistem pembelajaran yang digunakan ada dua, yaitu bisa dalam tatap muka langsung dan dalam bentuk penugasan mandiri ataupun self-study. Setiap mahasiswa melakukan diskusi atau brainstorming terkait kasus-kasus nyata permasalahan sehari-hari yang diperdengarkan melalui audio otentik berdurasi 5-30 menit untuk dicarikan solusi melalui diskusi kelompok dan menyampaikan hasil diskusinya tersebut melalui presentasi. Pemberian kasus yang dibahas diberikan oleh dosen melalui berbagai referensi listening audio yang otentik dan bisa diakses online seperti BBC Learning English, Voice of America, TED Talks, YouTube, Netflix, HBO Max, Films, podcast, musik, dan lain-lain. Mata kuliah ini berbobot 3 SKS dengan perkuliahan tatap muka sebanyak 3 kali 50 menit setiap minggu selama 16 kali pertemuan. Pada pertemuan ke-8 akan dilakukan mid test semester dan pertemuan ke-16 berupa final test semester. Adapun CPMK pada mata kuliah ini adalah yang pertama, mampu menghargai keanekaragaman budaya, pandangan, agama, dan kepercayaan, serta pendapat atau temuan orisinal orang lain melalui penugasan konsep teoritis kebahasaan, pembelajaran bahasan, dan teknik berkomunikasi lisan dan tulisan dalam konteks keseharian umum, akademis, dan pekerjaan setara tingkat post-intermediate. Yang kedua, mampu menunjukkan kinerja mandiri, bermutu, dan terukur yang diaplikasikan dalam kegiatan pembelajaran extensive listening. Dan yang ketiga, mampu mengaplikasikan ilmu bahasa Inggris dalam bentuk lisan dan tulisan yang komunikatif, pembelajaran yang kreatif dan inovatif dalam kegiatan public speaking pada kegiatan pembelajaran extensive listening. Terdapat sub CPMK pada mata kuliah ini, yaitu mampu memahami ide pokok, menarik kesimpulan, dan mensintesis informasi dari longer text audio dengan durasi 5 sampai dengan 30 menit. Mampu mengutarakan reaksi personal dari longer text audio, mampu mengucapkan atau pronouncing words, phrases, dan sentences dari longer text audio, serta mengkonstruksikannya dalam kalimat. Mampu mengkritisi isu-isu kultural dari longer text audio, serta mampu meringkas atau summarize dan merefleksikan ide dari longer text audio. Materi yang terdapat pada mata kuliah Extensive Listening ini adalah audio otentik dengan jenis teks naratif and recounts, information, reports, news, recording on how to do something, explanation, descriptions, argumentative content, interview, conversation, or dialogue. Pada perkuliahan ini, sistem assessment atau penilaian pada mata kuliah extensive listening terdiri dari 5 item. Yang pertama, 10% untuk kehadiran, 50% untuk kegiatan pembelajaran berbasis problem based learning atau CAS method, 10% untuk penugasan mandiri, 10% untuk mid test semester, dan 20% untuk final test semester. Adapun cara saya menyampaikan perkuliahan pada sesi tatap muka akan disajikan pada pertemuan keempat. Tujuan pembelajaran pada pertemuan ini adalah mahasiswa mampu mengutarakan reaksi personal atau personal reaction dari longer text audio dengan durasi 5-30 menit, dan mahasiswa mampu memecahkan kasus pada topik social media and teenage health dengan memberikan solusi. Pada pertemuan ini ada 3 kegiatan pembelajaran. Yang pertama adalah kegiatan pendahuluan atau before listening, di mana pada kegiatan ini ada salam pembuka dan penjelasan terkait tujuan pembelajaran yang sesuai dengan RPS dan menanyakan prior knowledge mahasiswa mengenai topik yang akan dibahas. Yang kedua adalah while listening atau delivery, di mana pada tahap ini terdapat penjelasan tentang materi singkat mengenai personal reaction dan memperdengarkan audio social media and teenage health. Setelah itu, dosen memandu mahasiswa untuk mengorganisasikan masalah dari audio social media and teenage health dan menugaskan mahasiswa untuk mendiskusikan permasalahan itu dengan memberikan reaksi personal berupa solusi yang dapat menyelesaikan permasalahan. Hasil diskusi akan dipresentasikan oleh perwakilan setiap kelompok di depan kelas. Yang ketiga adalah penutup atau after listening. Pada tahap ini dilakukan tanya jawab dan menarik kesimpulan dari pertemuan tersebut. Selanjutnya, mari saksikan bagaimana saya memandu perkuliahan extensive listening melalui video berikut.
Okay. Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you today? Are you good? I'm well, thank you for asking. So welcome in the 4th meeting of extensive listening class. Yeah, you have got the material, right? I already distributed it to your captain last night. So our topic today is social media and teenage health. What is the topic again?
Social media and teenage health.
Which means? Social media and teenage health. Berarti sosial media dan kesehatan remaja. How will we categorize teen? What age? What do you think?
Adolescents. 13 to 20.
Adolescent is 20 to 10. I'm asking about 10. What age? Do you think you still categorize as teen? Still 10? I don't think so. Jadi itu berarti 13 until maybe 19, yeah, or 18 or so. So before we learn, I would like to deliver the learning objective that we are supposed to achieve in this meeting. So the first one is you are expected to provide your personal opinion on issues of social media and teenage health on longer text audio. That is the first one. So be focused on personal opinion. The second one is you are expected to solve the issues on social media and teenage health by providing solution. So we got two learning objectives today. Before you give your personal opinion, I will explain a little bit about personal opinion. Personal opinion means opini pribadi ya. It is a response to events in the world at large. The events could be vary. It could be from social, health, politics, economy, etc. The purpose to give your personal opinion is you have to express your subjective response. It is not objective ya. Kalau subjective berarti it is purely based on your point of view. So if it is subjective, even if it is subjective, you have to provide specific points to support your opinion to convince the listeners. So how to express your opinion? You could start by using this phrase. Yeah, there are some phrases that you could use. We strongly believe that blah 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 blah. In my honest opinion, to be honest, my personal opinion blah blah blah. I've never really thought about this before blah blah blah. This is just the example of the phrase. If you could use other phrase, it is also possible. So, how to write personal opinions? First, we have to understand about the prompts. Do you know what the prompts is? Yeah.
It's about the questions that are given.
Yeah, thank you. It is like instruction. Like Rizky just said, the questions given. The second one is, to write your personal opinion, you have to use the outline. Take a look at the outline that you have in your hand. One outline for one group. Let me take this as example. You had the soft file, right? Ya, kalau nggak ada hard filenya, maybe you could directly check the soft file in your phone. This is the outline. At first, you have to provide the prompts, the instruction. And then the outline is, you start with the opinion, body, and also conclusion. Let's see how to start opinion. There are some phrases that you could use there. Can you read the opinion, the phrase how to start the opinion? What is the first? In my opinion, okay, let's read together. In my opinion. In my opinion. Lanjut, dibaca aja. Terus lanjut. Lanjut. Ya, itu adalah phrases that you could use to start your opinion. In my opinion, I think, I strongly believe, I feel. If you get other phrases, you could possibly use that. It is a lot. And then, how to start the body? You could use the phrases like, for example, this is the transition. In addition, another reason, to begin, or initially, lastly, that is the sequence. And the last is, most importantly, that is in the body. And then, you have to come with the conclusion. You have to close your reason by giving conclusion. The phrase that you could use is, in conclusion, for all the reason I have given, to sum it up, that is why, to summarize. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's practice. I will give you a picture. I believe you are familiar with this picture. It is a social media application, and I also believe that you have so many apps like this on your phone. What about TikTok? You have it? Who doesn't have it?
Me.
Oh, Gideon. 2%. Okay, but most of us have it. Right? What about Instagram? Do you have it?
Yes.
Let me give you the case how to build your personal opinion. We start with the outline. Yeah. For example, I give you one prompt. The prompt is, This is to help you to write your opinion later on. Why social media important for teens and adolescents? This is the prompts. Is social media important to you? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, your opinion is yes. You have to express your opinion. Maybe you could involve this phrase. In my opinion, I think, I strongly believe, I feel, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the example. Maybe you could start with this. I strongly believe that social media could help teens and adolescents in this digital era. This is to support the prompts. Apa tadi promptsnya, masih ingat nggak? Why social media important for teens and adolescents? Sudah terjawab nggak di sini? Kan pertanyaannya, mengapa sosial media penting untuk remaja dan orang dewasa? Berarti, I strongly believe that social media could have teens and adolescents in this digital era. So, it is important or not?
Yes.
Ya, berarti sosial media dapat membantu kan? Berarti itu important. Itu your opinion. And then you have to support your opinion by giving the reason. Ya, contohnya, kalau membuat alasan gimana tadi? The praise. Yeah, you could say, for example, in addition, another reason, and most importantly. And then you come up with the reason. For example, let's see the example. Yeah. For example, the teens could communicate freely and they also could update their knowledge and skill through social media. This is the reason. Why do you think the social media is important? And then I only provide one reason just to put the example. And this is the conclusion. You could use this phrase. I choose to sum it up. Yeah, you come with the conclusion. To sum it up, social media is considered important for teens because it could facilitate them to socialize and broaden their knowledge. This is just simple case. This is the way how you provide your personal opinion in a case or a problem. I will play the audio about social media and teenage health. Maybe you could focus on what the speaker will talk about, and then later on you will have some problem statement that you and your group will try to solve. Okay, are you ready?
Six Minutes English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil. Beth, what are you doing? Get off your phone.
Oh, sorry. And I'm Beth.
Are you addicted to social media? It wouldn't be a surprise. With so many different apps out there, Snapchat, TikTok, and the latest, Threads, it's easy to spend a lot more time on your phone than ever before.
Yes. I don't think I'm addicted, but I definitely spend more time on social media than I'd like to. However, there are plenty of studies out there looking at how social media affects mental health, with some saying it can be as addictive as gambling.
Research in the US has found that adolescents who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media have double the risk of developing depression and anxiety. An adolescent is someone aged 10 to 19, between childhood and adulthood. With that in mind, it's no wonder parents are worried. To help with this, the US is currently in the process of regulating social media apps for teenagers. Some scientists think the UK should do the same.
There has been growing agreement among health experts.
Algorithms are a complex set of rules and calculations that prioritize and personalize the content a user sees.
Revenue is the money a company earns, which could come from sales or advertising.
If the onus is on someone, it's their responsibility or duty.
And finally, a losing battle is a fight you cannot win. Once again, our 6 minutes are up. Join us again soon for more useful vocabulary here at 6 Minutes English. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
6 Minutes English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Okay, do you get the idea of what the speaker says from this audio? Okay, actually from the video there are some problem statements that we could identify. Let us make it clear. There are 3 problem statements that occurs from that audio. Yeah, the first one is, does social media affects teen and adolescents' health? Do you think it does? Based on the audio? Okay, you have to clarify and provide your personal reaction. How does social media affect teens and adolescents? Can you answer that? How does? It is in negative way or positive way based on the audio? Yeah, mostly in negative way. The third case, can social media help a teen and adolescents cope with a difficult day? Can or cannot? Okay, maybe this is based on your personal opinion. Do you think it can help you to cope with your difficult day sometimes? Maybe if you have a broken heart or misery day?
Yes, it can.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. So you have to provide your personal opinion. So this outline will help you. Yeah. I already divided each problem statement into group. So group 1 and group 2, identify yourself. Where do you sit? Raise your hand. Who is group 1? Yeah, this is group 1. What about group 2? Okay, you will focus to solve this case. Does social media affect teen and adolescents' health? Okay, that is from group 1 and group 2. Next, group 3, identify yourself. Which one is group 3? Group 3, group 4? Okay, you focus on this case. How does social media affect teens and adolescents? And the last, group 5. Where is group 5? Group 5 and group 6. You focus on the third case. Can social media help a teen and adolescents cope with a difficult day? Okay, to solve this case, as the outline already on your hand, you have to try to put your personal reaction individually. Yeah, you have to try to give your reason individually. After you individually do this, you come into your group to conclude the final reaction of your group based on the data that you gather for all the members of the group. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to discuss. Okay, I think the time is up. Yeah, I would like to listen to your personal reaction and how you solve this problem. Yeah, let's see the problem number 1. It belongs to group 1 and group 2. The problem is, does social media affect teen and adolescents' health? Remember, you have to provide the example as well as the solution, how you solve the case, okay?
Our problem statement is, does social media affect teen health? The example is, we strongly believe teenagers who use social media more than 3 hours per day face twice the risk of experiencing poor mental health disorders. And the reason is, for example, it will make the teenager experience a decline in health if he sees things that are not good.
Now it is time for group 2 to present the similar case.
Phone and commit ourselves because it is the greater good for ourselves. We must spend activity with friends and outside and don't use your phone so often. The conclusion, to sum it up, social media influence teen and adolescent physically by changing our behavior and mentally by changing our mental health. That's it.
Okay, give applause for both of them. Thank you, that is really great point of view.
Example sentence, in my opinion, social media can help teenagers in their difficult time.
And we strongly believe that social media could do that. Social media can able to overcome, to get rid of our difficulty. But what the roles that social media plays to us? What makes it so different? What makes it really effective?
So everyone here from group 3, and the prompt that we got is, how does social media affect teens and adolescents? In our opinion, social media has the most serious negative impact on teenagers and adolescents. The example that we have is cyberbullying. The reason that we get,
how does social media affect teens and adolescents? We strongly believe that social media has a negative effect on teens and adolescents. Why? To begin with, addictive behavior can lead them to not be aware of their surroundings. Another reason is, it can disturb sleep. So many teenagers experience insomnia. The solution is, we can control our time and our activity in order to us to not get addicted. For all the reasons we have given, the effect of social media depends on how they use the social media. That is all from us.
Okay, there are 2 keywords from their group. The Gideon's group, the keyword is cyberbullying, and Joshua, the keyword is addictive. So social media could cause addictive behaviors such as
scrolling TikTok for a little bit too long,
and disturb sleep.
Their sleep schedule.
Oh, so it affects in a bad way.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why so many teenagers and so many adolescents have experienced insomnia. That's why they have.
What about you? Do you experience insomnia as well?
Sometimes, but I've been insomnia, but these days I've been sleep for like 6 hours.
It's a good time of sleep, 6 hours. I think that's normal, yeah? Okay, give applause for both of them. Okay, that's all our class. Okay, let me ask you, do you think you can solve the problem by giving solution? No? Yes or no? How do you feel after providing your personal reaction on the case? How do you feel? How does it feel? Do you get something maybe into your habit in how you use social media? How do you feel, Dwina? Hah? Gimana perasaannya? Kira-kira ada nggak misalnya habitnya yang bakal berubah? One important thing is you have to set the exact time in how you use social media, so it will not affect your health negatively, mentally and physically. Is that so? Yeah. I think that's all for today's. We will try again to enhance your critical thinking in next meeting by trying to solve the problem. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for coming and have a nice day.